Happy Thursday, Urs.
Happy Thursday, Mandy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You're like happy and bubbly over there.
Yeah, I'm just like super into this new moon energy we've got going.
I am so excited for you to give us a dose of that and what's happening. And I know that you released your clip today and your podcast, Becoming Chiron. And then Ursula's also been dropping an astro weather forecast, which has been really cool. We listened to today in our office, so that was fun.
Oh, thank
And
you.
yeah, right. And we have so many wonderful things coming up. It's Jessie Mae's birthday. She's hopping on shortly. Lexi should be here shortly. It's Thursday night. You're here live with Sea Goddess Healing Arts. And every Thursday night we go live, our little version of kind of Thirsty Thursday, a little thirsty for soul maybe. And if you have any questions, comments, if you want a reading, drop it in the comments. Let us know. Let us know you're here. If there's anything you want us to talk about, or we're on the release of retrograde, which we're going to talk a lot about too. So, yeah, we'll wait for some people to hop on here. But if you want a reading, let us know. Drop it in the comments. And then, Ursula, what do we have for upcoming events? And we will repeat this again, but what do we got going on right now?
So we have coming up on Saturday, we'll be at the Crop Spring Market at Linwood Central Square from 9 a.m. to noon. So if you're all in the local South Jersey area, you want to come by and support crops and come see us and say hi. And we'll have all of our products for sale that we bring every time we vend. So we have that on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, we have a make your own pendulum and intro to dowsing workshop at HG Workshops in Northfield. And that's Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And we've been kind of excited for this one. This is our first like actual workshop at HG. So we need people to register though. So if you're interested and want to join us in order to hold the class, we got to get people on board. So go to our website and that's right on the homepage. There's a link to register there and that'll take you to the HG Workshops website and then you can sign up there. So we're excited for that. And then next Thursday, we have our first Surf and Soul Drum Circle at Caspian Avenue, Caspian and Maine, not on the beach, kind of like in the bulkhead area right by the bathrooms. So we'll be there at 5:30 Thursday night for our first introductory Surf and Soul Drum Circle. So I'm really excited about that too.
Adrian texted me today. Adrian's going to be playing our sound bowls during our Light and Sound healing event, which is coming up June 10th. June 10th? I keep messing that up. Saturday, June 10th. It's going to be amazing. She's a veteran. She's a sound healer. She's incredible. But she hit me up today. She's like, hey, what time's Drum Circle? And I was like, 5:30 next Thursday. And she's like, oh my God, I thought this week was this week. And I was like, I'm so glad you wanted to come. Like, fuck yeah. But yes, it's next week and it's going to be great. And so if you are online, also, we have online Soul Circle coming up. When's that?
Tuesday the 30th.
Tuesday the 30th coming up. And do we have any other online things? Shadow Twerk season 3 or edition 3. Shadow Twerk
Summer School.
Coming at you with Lexi and I. We're going to be going and doing it once a week at 5. What time did we decide on? I think 5:30 is on Wednesdays or 6:30 on Wednesday. Maybe 6:30 to 8 on Wednesday, I believe.
I think it's 6:30. I'll double check.
Yeah, check that out. But Shadow Twerk's amazing. It's an opportunity for you to show up where you're at authentically on your soul path and do your work. We all have shit we're healing. 6:30 to 8.
6:30 to 8.
Yep, 6:30 to 8 on Wednesday, starting June 7th, I think. And so it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be 12 weeks, and you have the opportunity to work on your shit. We all have different things we're doing. We all have different stuff we're working on, and it's an opportunity to have some support and have some others there holding you, supporting you while you're going through that. And the people who are in it have just really experienced magic, and it's been really cool to see the synchronicities that we're all on our own amazing soul journeys, how things weave, and an opportunity to to do your work with some support and some love and a twist, because it really is showing up to do your work is the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's amazing. And hello to everyone. Hi, Sophia. We're so glad you're here. Hi, Kate. What is up? Glad you're here too. Hi, Kara. So grateful. Sophia said, post Mercury retrograde, I've survived another corporate reorganization. Geez, this happened last year as well. Luckily, it all worked out in my favor. That's good. What do you have to say about that, Urs?
I'm just thinking as I'm reading Sophia's comment, like, I wonder if they're doing that on purpose. There are a lot of companies out there that actually release things, like particularly Apple, during Mercury retrogrades because it's a good time to kind of just test and see what could go wrong. So I wonder if the company, Sophia, works with an astrologer and the higher ups and the, on the board or something, and they do it on purpose during retrogrades just because that's a really good time to do that kind of thing.
That's a good point. And what's the quote they always say? Like, millionaires are millionaires, but billionaires have astrologists on their payroll or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
There's a thing, and it's real, and there's magic around that. And that's why it's been hijacked a lot of times, but meet us over on Unschooled for all those discussions.
Seriously.
Sophia said, very grateful. Last year I would have been stressed. This time was easier. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And Amanda Foster's in the house. Hey, Amanda. So glad you're here. Heck yes, this is fantastic. And Sophia said, I'm in a digital department and I'd love if they'd follow the stars. That'd be cool, right? We followed the stars. Do you want to tell them a little bit about our birth chart?
Yeah, so we use our business natal chart for planning things and definitely timing of things, but it's actually also the basis for our, how do I call it? Our signature blend that goes into our energy cleansing spray, which is a smokeless smudge spray, and also our roll-on perfume. So that's how I used our business chart to come up with the astrological aromatherapy blend for those two products.
Which also smells amazing.
Thank you.
And we sell a lot of it, and it's great. And you can buy it online.
Yes, you can.
Oh my gosh. Does anybody want a reading? I know Jessie May and Lexi are coming. I'm definitely going to pull some birthday cards for Jess because it's her birthday and we're going to celebrate that when they get here. But would anybody else like a card read or have any comments or just want to tell us how? Thank you, Sophia, for sharing. Sophia, great example. How this, Mercury retrograde treated you. We're a few days out of it. We're still in the post shadow. Hiccups are still going to happen. And also, we have a really great affirmation today with zebras. Everything in my life is working out for my highest good. Out of every situation, only good will come, and I am safe. I love that. Right? It's so juicy. It's so beautiful. And so important to do on our work. It's so many people, the biggest thing I think is fear, and really all it comes down to is love and fear. And there's always an opportunity to get a little bit curious, to check it out, to face that, and then to trust and feel safe. Finding peace and freedom is all about feeling safe in your self, in your world, in your realm, and what that looks like for you personally. So I'm gonna pull us a card, get our party started. All right. We'll do 3 for the group. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So first we've got Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. I love this card, and it's such an opportunity for each and every one of us to remember we really are all one. Alone means all one. At the same time, while we're down here experiencing all this separateness in our flesh suits, doing our thing in our soul journeys, we're all meant to connect, and we're all beautiful, children of God and the angels and the universe. And we have part of that in us. And we have an opportunity to always follow our intuition and see what that looks like. I ignored my intuition forever, to the point where I really know just how fucking sick it made me feel if I wasn't following it. And now I do. Now I'm like, oh, I get a hint of that, of something's not quite right here. And I can honor that and move forward. But it took a long time and a lot of reprogramming in my mind because I talked myself out of it, just like we all do all the time. Our next one is loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. Let go and let God, right? The way that the root of all suffering is attachment. So whether that's we're attached to an addiction that's not serving us, a relationship, a situation, a job, you can still be in a job or a relationship and release attachment to it. It doesn't mean you don't love it. It doesn't mean you don't care about it. It doesn't mean you're not giving it 110%. It just means that you love and respect and honor yourself enough to know that if shit goes down, you're going to be okay. You're going to be resilient. You're going to be able to pull yourself back in. And so that's really what that's all about. And letting yourself let go and let God and trust that everybody is on their own path. And then the last one that we get, which is so appropriate for end of retrograde, is water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Like tears water our soul garden. So if you have some things to release, go ahead and let it out. Now's a good time to do that. And know that we're still really tending to ourselves. We've had a lot of brighter weather and things are blooming and blossoming. We have upcoming summer coming with a lot of energy coming from the sun. So it's so important right now to just finish recouping on this retrograde and see what comes up. So that'll get our party started. And I'm so glad you're all here. Sophia said, I'm in a digital department and I'd love it if they'd follow the stars. And Danielle's here. She said, I'm unable to stay, but I wanted to stop by and say hello, beautiful ladies. Have a beautiful evening. Hello, Danielle. You too. I hope you have an excellent night. And I'm so glad you stopped by. And Kara said, all that resonated for me. I've been working and sitting in my own power lately and reclaiming my own energy. Hell yeah, right? It's like this magical portal that you get to create and co-create what it is you want. And when you reclaim your own energy, it is magic. Oh, hello, Lexilo.
Hello.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi, the Hot Mess Express has arrived.
How goes it in Vermont?
In here.
I feel like for me, the shadow before and after retrograde is harder than the retrograde itself. It's just more so energetically, like I feel like in like a tunnel, like a tornado tunnel, like a wind tunnel. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
a vortex.
Yes. Yeah, the vortex. There.
The vortex. So far, everybody's saying hi and they love hanging out and they're watching, but no one's asked for a reading so far. So I pulled us a few to get the party started, and Kara said it resonated. So what you missed, our themes so far are Child of the Cosmos, Water Your Garden, and Loosen Your Grip. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. Lots of really potent, amazing retrograde themes. And I always feel the retrograde so much worse pre and post shadow. I feel you on that, girl. And this is go ahead.
It was funny because the day retrograde started, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh no, it's all hitting the fan. And I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then it's like retrograde ends and there you are again. It's like, buckle up, buttercup, because I feel like that's when it's most like the snow globe getting shooken up for me. But it's beautiful. It's in a beautiful way. It's, it's energetically exhausting, but it's also full of those blessings. Blessings.
I'm so down with the blessings. Where did you learn that from? The teacher you painted with today? I've heard other people say it, but I really feel
it. Denise, my crone, my wise woman, who we had another art therapy session today, and I gotta share. I'm ready to share this piece of art.
Well, share, because nobody's asking for readings yet, which is totally fine and okay. And we do readings all the time. So if you guys are down for the chat, that's cool too. But we're gonna keep on chatting.
So I had my intuitive art therapy today, and today was about releasing. And so how she leads it is you start, and we used watercolors as our first medium. And you just kind of, ground in, tap into the what are you releasing energy, and just allow it to just, instead of having to use words, just allow the colors, right? Allow yourself to use the colors and just the fluidity of it. So you kind of end up with this, this colorful mirage, and you know what colors you used, the feelings. You can journal along the way. She gives you these great little journals to fill while you're doing it, and things arise. And then you step back and you almost see these images within the images in your watercolors. And it's so funny because I got these candles in this candle burning ceremony type of vibe of letting go, and there's the little tie is cut, it is released, it is falling, and when we dug deeper, and it talks about where the shapes, the placement, the location, when we dove in deeper behind the meanings and behind the symbolism, it was like so in tune with the things that I was feeling called to release. And so you can also kind of see there's like the shadow of like my little inner child, and then like my wise woman, like reaching out to like creating connection and helping my inner child release things that I've held on to since my childhood. So it was so beautiful and magical, and I really love intuitive art. I feel like it's another way to get the different sides of your brain activated and go deeper within in a safe manner. And when you can have another medium that's not exactly words, it kind of helps you bring those words to the things you can't find the words for, or to like another way to release it. And so she's a teacher. She's had years of experience working with kids, and then also through her own traumas and dramas and healing. And it's amazing. Funny thing, round circle, Miss Ursula in my birth chart reading for my youngest son in his terrible twos, one of the things that came up was using art. And so that has been a big thing to call back into our family. And now we have a living art station just always open and available for them to go to on the kitchen table. And I don't even care that there's always craft supplies out, because they have a space that they can, when they need to, go to. And it's amazing to see when they choose it, when they feel drawn to it, and what then comes out of it, and how it's become a tool. They usually, that's the last thing in mind when somebody's having a meltdown, is to think, let's do a craft or an art. But when it's just there and they can just have that free space to just let out the colors, the emotions. And then I have a great, you can dive in a little deeper with your kids as a parent. Look at, okay, no, what color did they use first, second? What came out? And you dig deeper. And it's like, I think, a beautiful way to, help dig deeper into your own child and yourself, and the mirror aspect of it all. So it's just a very fun and exciting thing to be exploring myself and have time for.
That's so beautiful, Lexi. Thank you for sharing that. Mandy, you're muted.
Well, I literally said thank you for sharing, and it's beautiful at the same time you did. So.
Good.
Awesome. Oh, it's mine always, right? And Lex, just thank you, because that's how you do the work. That's how you show up. And then when you give your kids the opportunity to have that, like, what alchemy, what magic, and like it can just do so much. So
yeah, that's true transmutation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this amazing woman has over the years been doing this and collecting her writing, her poems, her art. And as she said, it's like a living journal. It's another way of journaling. And I always have my journal with my written where I write, but then I also have a journal that is usually more so sketches, images, because a lot of the times I'll have dreams, I'll get visions, I'll get things, and I won't even really know how it fits in yet. But I always feel like I have to note the symbolism, note the gist of it, the feel, certain messages, words, images, and then the way that it comes out. So the funny thing was, is I brought home one of her signs and symbols books, because I've had some certain symbols that I'm like, all right, it's been on repeat. Let's dive into this now. One of the funny things is right here, I am just looking, right? Just how spirit works. And I flipped to a page that had something on it that I had been trying to figure out the meaning of. And it like,
oh, I love when that happens. Tell us.
And I was like, oh my God, there it is.
Give us the candy.
Yeah, and it was like every time I flipped the page, there was another one. I'm like, no way. She's like, would you like to borrow the book? And I'm like, I would love to borrow the book.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
So fun.
Well, thank you for sharing. Ursula, I think this is a good time maybe to give a little astro weather forecast about what's going on. And then we'll get some comments and some readings. And thank you all for being here. And hi, Alicia, it looks like is here. You're the first one on our reading list. If anyone else would like a card or question or anything to talk about, let us know.
Hi, Alicia and Callie. It was so good to talk to you girls today. I'm so glad you're both here.
Aw.
Very nice.
I love it. So go ahead, Urs.
Yeah, so we are on the eve of a new moon in Taurus, which will be tomorrow morning at 11:53 a.m. here on the East Coast. And we have a lot of energy and placements in Taurus right now. Jupiter just joined the party on Tuesday. So if anyone noticed any synchronicities or things happening in particular on Tuesday, a lot of times we can see things like that happen when the slower moving planets change signs. So just reflect on that a little bit. I kind of started off my astro weather check today with the importance of reflection at this time, being in the post retrograde shadow period now, and with eclipse season closing out tomorrow with the new moon. It's a really good time to review and reflect on what's been coming in and happening over the last month and a half, because we've been in that portal energy for a while now, and it's closing. It's the first eclipse season of 2023. We're done with it pretty much, and there's been a lot of clearing out of the energy. And with Taurus in particular, there's many different variations of vibrations for all of the signs and all of the planets. And Taurus usually gets more focus on the material world and possessions and money and that kind of thing. But really, in the higher vibration energy of it all, it's our sensual experience and slowing down. So the energy that we have going on there right now is really beautiful for that, with all of the planets that we have in that sign right now, including with the new moon coming tomorrow. It's at the end of the sign at like 28 degrees and 50 some minutes. And then the other thing that we have is a building mighty square is what I call it, when we have a really big energy that's happening. And the release point for that is release. So what we were all talking about as far as transmutation of emotions and figuring out different forms of expression and all of that. So we're in that energy. So if you're feeling any tension that's coming and building around the new moon and a couple of days after with the square that's forming, it's really important to focus on that. And it's like a call to action energy, and actually move the energy on purpose and do something about it if you're feeling stuck. So art therapy or anything like that, like what Lexia was talking about. And with the last card that came up ending in the 3-card reading was pretty much tuned into that energy as well. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot of shifting. The planets are moving. So the important thing right now is to integrate and reflect.
And here we are upon a new moon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ursula.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. And welcome, Jessie May. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kara says happy birthday too.
The solar return queen has joined.
She has. And Sophia agreed that reflection feels better this time around and healing. So
yeah, a lot got cleared out.
Right? I feel the lift. I feel the shift. It's happening.
Yeah.
So Jess, how's your birthday going? Welcome.
Hi. It's great.
It's been one of those days, hasn't it?
It's been like up and down. It started off really great, and then it was difficult, and then I went boom, and then I was like slowly climbing back up. I did pretty well in my homework, so it made me feel better. But man, roller.
Now you're here with us on your birthday and the new moon, and everyone's happy it's your birthday, and we're celebrating you and taking a breath with you. And thanks for showing up, even though it was an up and down kind of day.
Yeah, I thought about maybe not, but then I'm like, no, I need my ladies.
Beautiful. Oh, you're getting so much love. Beth Connolly even popped in. Beth said, hi, Jess. Happy birthday. Love you. Aww. Julie said, happy birthday, Jessie. Amanda said, happy birthday. Amanda also is going to be on our reading list and said that she'll take a card, please. And we will read your comment when we get to your reading, and sending you big, big love. And thank you for sharing. And so we're going to go up to Alicia. So what we do and what we've been doing is we're going to kind of go round robin and each pull you a card and see what comes from that, and do a little group reading for you. And you know, this is, if you're listening and you tune in and you feel something for you that calibrates, take it. That's what soul space is for. Whatever feels like it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's cool. Leave it. Let it be. It is all good. And this is all just something that we're sharing, and it's a little sampling of our services and the readings that we do for all of you. So thank you for being here. And we're going to get started with Alicia. And who wants to? Lexi, do you want to go first? Do you want to have Ursula, then you? What are you thinking?
You're muted, Lex.
You're on mute, my girl.
I want you girls to go first because I talked to them today, so I'm just gonna sit back for a minute. I got my cards for Alicia. I'll just go listen and see and let you girls pick up first.
Cool. Go ahead, Urs. Let's get this party started. Yep.
So I had, before she asked, actually, had pulled the Sagittarius card. So this is the sign that is like the free spirit of the zodiac. And we have 2 Sagittarius suns with us, Lexi and Mandy. So it was actually kind of funny. Like as you popped on, Lex, I pulled this card and then Alicia asked. So I'm going to roll with this as the part of the message for them. And the message on the card is I see. And each card in this deck comes with a quote. So I'm going to read that too. I felt called to read the quote. Luck is not chance. It's toil. Fortune's expansive smile is earned. And that's a quote by Emily Dickinson. So talking about forms of expression, maybe some journaling or any way that you both connect with spirit could be a really fun thing to do together, especially if you had really fun time at the beach and just reconnecting with nature. This is also tied to that Jupiter energy I was talking about. And Jupiter's all about expansion and growth. And if you have a partner in that, it's also really fun to kind of bounce off of each other. So with sisters, it's actually extra fun. So just call in that free spiritedness into your life more if you can. And this is going to be the sign that our next full moon will be in early June. So those messages kind of came through.
I'm going to go.
Go, girl, go. Go,
Okay.
where they go.
Okay. No idea of anything. But my cards say I got the fox from my power animal deck, which is about adaptability and adapting to the changes that are happening. Because I feel like, trust me, you can't stop it. So it's best to roll with it. And then the second card I got is angelic protection. I think last time I did readings, I pulled this guy as well. And his sword reminded me of, Mandy, which archangel was that is it Michael? You're the angel lady, right?
One of them. I like the angels, but Archangel Michael is one of protection with the big sword. Archangel Michael, yes.
So although change is difficult and uncomfortable, and I'm feeling this with every cell of my body, knowing that we're protected is so important. And I also drew blessings of abundance. So perhaps the changes that are occurring are for the highest good of everyone involved. And as long as you can hold that as a fact in your heart, it might help you get through the changes without as much resistance. I feel like there's a lot of change going on in general in a lot of people's lives. And so understanding that we're protected through it is really, really important. And that we're safe. Feeling safe through change is really difficult. But I'm getting a clear message that you are safe. And that everything that's happening is a blessing. Maybe in disguise, but a blessing nonetheless. I hope that helps.
I love that. We have some beautiful comments coming in, and I'm definitely going to get to all of them. And thank you for being here. Thank you, Jolie and Sophia, for your comments, as well as Beth. And I'm going to pull a card as well. Ooh, this is a great one. I don't even know you two, and I just know that this is great for whatever the two of you are up to. And I'll just hand it to Lex after this, probably. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So whatever you're doing, whatever space you're holding, it's divine right now, and it's to help to heal your lineage at this time, individually, collectively, for yourselves, each other, your family, all the good things. So know right now that what you're doing is giving you grace and power and strength to be true to yourselves, to help heal all kinds of beautiful karma and things and shit that went down in your lineage and your beliefs, particularly about yourselves. So I hope that this serves you. I hope this helps you. And I'm going to pass it on over to Lexi Lou.
Yeah, I got universal oneness, transcend. And I love it because if you notice the figure 8, that is a great symbol to look up, and there's some great meanings to it, but it's also one that you can draw for protection, and you can utilize and just visualize drawing, like calling in Archangel Michael or a protective energy, the white and blue protective light, and you can literally figurate around your body and like draw yourself into a protective egg. Because I really feel too that the balance that you bring within each other too is needed. And to honor that. And it's funny because I got witch and all I could think about was like the witches sisters sitting around the cauldron together, like, that practice of magic. And it's magic when you come together and feel supported, when you feel heard and you feel that connection. And you got the crystal technology, which is great, since you girls were just crystal shopping today, and Alicia was sharing how it was helping with her migraines. And so validation for the path that you guys are on and what's calling you, because I feel like you're both being called in a different direction that is more connected to this oneness, right, of your soul, of your higher self, of each other, and of your mission, and to continue on that path. Remember how potent you both are, and that you have the magic to create the life that you truly want. You can tap into that crystal technology, right? That crystal DNA, and really weave some magic. So love you girls so much. I hope that resonates. I hope you guys get the little tingles and chills.
Aw, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing us to read for you. And we had some beautiful comments coming in during that too. Sophia said that she is a rising Sagittarius. Ursula is amazing. Not only is she our goo, our goddess of operations, and holds all our shit together, but she remembers everybody's birthdays and their charts. And like, if she doesn't, she's like, how did I not? Like, she does all the time. So she knows your heart, your chart by heart, Sophia. Chart by heart. # Ursula Duffy.
Love that.
And we have a lovely visitor, Jolie Nick. She said, I'm grateful to be with your presence today. Just saying hello. Thank you for your service to the divine. Honored.
Jolie.
Aw.
I'm happy she's
Jessie, yay. All right, awesome. Yes, because she's giving us lots of love and great comments. And we're glad you're here. And there's no place we'd rather be than holding space with the divine. That's our jam. Beth affirmed Michael, blue flame sword. Faux show. 10-4. And Sophia said, Michael really does get shit done. I've been working with him for a month now. Wow. I always give Archangel Michael the credit for healing my anxiety. I gave it to him. I gave it to the angels. I was so scared all the time of the dark, and after everything I had been through and getting attacked and different shit. And I just like pray and say, Archangel Michael, please surround me in white and blue light and protect me. I'd take a deep breath and I'd walk outside and I'd feel a little safer and a little safer each time. And every now and then I'd get this amazing sign, like a beautiful full moon or an owl right in front of it. And then I got tested once and I heard something like in the rustling in the bushes. And I was like, oh shit, I went and trusted Archangel Michael. Now it's happening. Now I'm going to get murdered. Here we go. I'm getting all scared. And I look and it's like this old homeless woman who was hiding from me. And I was like, shit, like what a mirror moment. And so much of my fear just collapsed that day. And now I trust Archangel Michael so much. And if something's not quite right, you feel it so much quicker, so much clearer, in such a different way than when you release that overarching anxiety. So, yep, helps me get shit done too. And certainly did. Jolie also said she saw a fox stop by and it looked right at her in the eyes. And she lives, and yeah, I live downtown in my home. That's really cool. Foxes are very amazing animals in times of change as well, and like trusting your own changing talents and being a little, one of Ursula's favorite words, sleuthy in the background sometimes, and really enjoying your perspectives. I love that. And he shouldn't have been in town. I said that too soon. Oops. Well, he came to see you. And all right. So I think, is Beth our next reading?
There was somebody asking about relationships.
Let's see.
Amanda.
Amanda,
and then Beth. Yeah. Awesome. Lexi. Oh, Lexi, you got the list going? You rock. Lexi keeps the list going because sometimes my comments hop out of order a little bit sometimes. So I always like to go back and make sure, but we got you. So who do we have on our list? We have Amanda, then who? Then Beth.
Amanda Foster, and then Beth Connolly. And that's it so far.
Awesome. I feel like another one came in. Maybe not. All right, cool. Let's do it. Amanda first. How about I go last on Amanda, because I know a little bit of Amanda's situation at this time and have held some space with her. So how about the three of you go first, and then I'll go last, and that'd be, I think, fun for all of us and fun for Amanda.
So I pulled from my Peace Warrior deck. It's a Angel Empowerment Oracle deck. And the card that came out is Harness the Light Within You, Reclaim Your Truth. And it's card number 34. So if that means anything for you, Amanda, as far as sticking to your guns, when I left a long-term relationship, one of the best pieces of advice that I got was to stick to my guns, because the easy thing to do would be to go back and keep things the same. So we're talking about change. That's been an overarching theme pretty much all night, and sticking to your guns and knowing that if you're trusting your intuition, then it's the right thing to do. If it's the right thing for you, it's the right thing to do. So just be sure that in this time of reflection, like you said, you're reflecting on it, remember to put yourself first. And this deck has a lot of really beautiful action guidance as well. So I figured maybe we can read a couple of those. And some of the action items for this card are, do you find yourself saying, if he, she would change, my life would be ? Do you view the need to fix people as a sign of greatness or purpose? Do you find yourself telling them what they need to do and then get frustrated with them if they don't follow through? Do you find yourself asking everybody what is best for your life? So lots of messages as speaking of putting yourself first, essentially, to sum that up.
I'll go.
Beautiful.
So I got pause. So I feel like that's relating to, what do you really want? And need, actually. Both need and want. And then I got focus. So I feel like these go together. Focus on what you are saying to yourself. And then I also got communication card. I think it's really, really important for you to get clear on how you truly, truly feel, deep, 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 deep down, the truth of it. That'll come through focus and pause and quiet. But then also communicating what you find out about yourself. And if it's met well, then great. But if it's not, that can be great too, because that's a message in itself. Is, if you have a partner that's coming to you with genuine wants and needs, and you're just rejecting it, that's really all that I would need to hear or experience, because 12 years is a long time, and you would think that even if you're not on the same page, they would be willing to hear you. you know? So the communication is really key, and I feel like once you're solid on how you truly feel and you communicate it in a compassionate way, however it is that you're met will give you your answer almost immediately. Like, you might not even need to talk about it. Easier said than done, I totally know.
Oh, haven't we all sat there?
Oh gosh.
We are holding the space for you, sister. 'Cause we all been
Seriously.
there hard, you
Yeah.
know, and it's a testament to your love of yourself and of others, and that you do care. And that's the most important, beautiful part about it. But it can be hard to start to choose what's most in alignment for us, especially if it creates disruption or something new. Amanda
There's
said
no
thank you.
communication, everything will break down.
And she said communication has been halted. We both seemed internally.
Yeah. You gotta talk.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's retrograde. It's the time. We got to, this retrograde, the full moon eclipse, and then now we got the new moon. So that energy is just really opening up, right, Urs?
Yeah.
It might be good to go internally and not communicate until you're sure about what you want to communicate. The pause, that might be the pause. Maybe he's trying to figure out how he feels too, because there's two halves of a relationship,
Mm-hmm. Lex, do you have a card for Amanda?
I do. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off.
Oh.
And you champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the 7th day. So I really feel like you got to speak your truth here. And it's funny because I also got Abracadabra Connect, which is the reminder of what we speak, the power of what we speak, right? And the ability to speak things into existence, and the power that can hold. And then it's a gateway vision. And this card has the heart in the middle, which is a reminder to lead with an open heart and to lead in light with your heart. So make sure you are leading from that heart space and what fills that heart up and helps keep it open. I feel like so many women tend to put their heart on the back burner to take care of everybody else's. And I really feel like your heart matters, and that's where your peace, contentment, and joy, is going to stem from, with that open heart when you're taking care of your heart first, right? So, yeah.
Love that for you, Amanda. And last but not least for Amanda, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. It is a time to really tend to that inner child. You're both going internal because there are needs that have not been met, for either one of you in certain ways. And the more clear you can get on that, the more you can sit with it. Like Jessie May was saying, the more it will reveal itself. And just remember, love always does win, and choose what feels most and best and in alignment for you and how much you love yourself. And when we make decisions based on what our heart wants most, not our ego, not what anyone else thinks or might think, then we make the authentic best decision for the highest good of all. Even if the other person's reaction isn't the best, vice versa, there's still a reason for all the things. And when we follow what's in alignment for us, it gives more of an opportunity for everybody else to fall into alignment for what's for them. And it can be hard. It's not, life it's ups and downs, and it's all the good and the bad. And as my favorite teacher, Rebecca, says, the agony and the ecstasy. And there's so much, especially with relationships. So thank you for letting us hold some soul space. Mary's sending love too. Thanks for being here. And hello, Glenda. We haven't seen you in a little bit. We are always so glad when you hop on here. I feel like we have caught you a couple times recently, which has been so nice, but we love you and appreciate you. And we're so glad you're here. And thank you, Jolie, for giving us some love and letting us know we're rocking it. We appreciate that. So big love, Amanda. Who is next on our list, Lex?
Beth Connolly, and then Sophia, and then Candace.
Beth, Sophia, Candace, our readings for tonight. We're going to close off the readings. So if you're still here, thank you for holding some space, and that'll be our list. So let's do this. Beth's like, yep, Let's go.
I'm
Go
so
ahead,
glad Beth asked.
go.
So I pulled out my Ask Your Guides deck for tonight, which is by one of my favorite teachers, Sonia Choquette. And Beth, I pulled from that deck for you. And the card that came out is Devotion, Nature Spirits, and it's card number 44, which I love. That's a beautiful angel number for you right there. And the message on it is inspiration, contemplation, nature, and faith. So to weave in the Jupiterian themes once again, we have Jupiter just shifting, and Jupiter relates to all of those themes. And I feel like it's a call to just really get really grounded and just get back out into nature and walk barefoot on Mother Earth. And I know there's some travel happening and things might feel a little bit up in the air right now. So just remember to stay grounded through all of it. And the best way to do that is to get in touch with your nature spirit. So call on the Fae, hug a tree if you have to, sit in the grass and just breathe and stay calm and stay grounded.
Beautiful. Go ahead, Jess.
Okay. Love you, Beth. I got the Raven. Magic. Own your power. Now, Beth, you are a powerful bee, and I know it. I also got Take a Step Back. So that kind of feels similar to the pause card that I just drew. I always feel like a good old zoom out, is helpful if you're feeling overwhelmed in any way. This guy is wearing nothing but purple, so that says healing to me. And then I have never gotten this one, but it says healthful eating. So I think that paying attention to what we put in our bodies will have a huge effect on how our bodies end up feeling. I mean, and duh, right? But not so much duh when you're just like in the day and you're like, oh, this and this and this, but then afterward you're like, why'd I do that? So personally, I've been really conscious lately of the things I'm putting in my body, and it's been amazing the difference in how I feel when I wake up, how well I sleep, stuff like that. And I know you're no stranger to these facts, but here they are. He's picking some grapes, maybe eat some grapes, I don't know. But again, purple, wings are purple, grapes are purple, so you're in a major healing phase. Super important to own your power and know how magical you are, because I feel like most of the people around you know, so it's important for you to know too. But I think that what we fuel our bodies with will have much more of an effect on our mental state than we think. So that's what I got.
I love that one for Beth.
It's so funny because I got the Witch Doctor Wisdom. So
I love that too.
You were talking about healing and that she's in a healing phase, and I love it. So I just wanted to read a little bit of this. So the Witch Doctor keeps at her feet a moon box that is slightly open, filled with magic, spirituality, and ancient African tools. Challenge yourself to tap into your wealth of intuition to bring in the balance you are seeking. She is the old soul who feels the energy of her non-physical guides surrounding her. Respect the Witch Doctor and say a prayer for her help to get a glimpse of a world unknown. Slow down and listen to your inner voice. What is yours will never pass you by. If you receive the Witch Doctor, consider the following. Befriend your shadow. Trust your intuition. Everyone has a shadow self. Are you running from yours? And you've been shadow twerking it out hard, Beth. So I think you are the magical Witch Doctor personally. I think you're like a beautiful embodiment of the Witch Doctor and the work that you have been weaving and the space that you hold. You are so sacred. You also got higher perception, passion, and your wisdom and your view is, I always feel so honored to get to when you share it. And so I just feel like you are are very, very wise. You have the wisdom. You have that connection. And then the other card was bye bye, dumbass bullshit. Hello, sea of tranquility. So, love you so much, Beth.
I love that. I love that so much. All of that for Beth. And yeah, I feel like big confirmation cards, and she'd be the witch doctor, no doubt. For Beth. Ooh. You also got you got two that came out together, actually. All right. Oh, all right. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. I love this one for you. And there's so much that you are held and you are loved by spirit, by your sea goddess community, of course, and other communities. And there are a lot of things you are going at alone right now. And it's so important to draw on your ancient self, your wisdom, your ancestors' spirit, and whatever community you might need at this time for support. And I feel like that's coming in big for you. You also got, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I think that this, you do that a lot on a 3D level, no doubt. But I think this does have a lot to do with your magic and what you're spreading for the world and what you are co-creating within yourself and your beautiful alchemical path of healing that you're forging that no one's ever done before. And it's an honor for all of us to witness it and see what you're bringing in. I know that. And I just love it. So be you, do your thing, fly with the fae. And we're glad you are here with us tonight. All right. Oh, I love it. Okay. Who is next? Sophia. Yay. I'm going to go back up to your comment. I will find it.
Do y'all want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Sophia, I felt called to pull from Ask Your Guides for you as well. And the card that came out is the Truth card. And the message on it is higher self. It's card number 21. And it's honesty, clarity, discipline, and intellect. So this card is all yellow. So whenever a card like that comes out, I usually pay attention to what that means as far as our chakras go. And that's all solar plexus and solar power. So whatever is happening with the job and the work environment and the reorganization that you talked about, remember to stay in your power, stay in your truth, and that will bring the clarity and any other information that you need. Just do a little meditation. You said you have beautiful colors that you see when you meditate, and all those colors that you mentioned, I always associate with our third eye and our crown chakra. So that higher self connection is already there. So just tune into you if anything feels a little bit challenging, and you'll know what to do. Oh, 21. Nice. Perfect. So personal power for you.
Can I go?
Yep.
All right. So the first card I got is emotions. So whatever this is highly emotional situation. But I don't feel like you should let your high state of emotions guide you, though. Because this next card I got is the Deer Pathfinder. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So I'm seeing a picture of like your brain, and then like down here, and they're both doing their thing, and to try to follow here instead of here, like the emotions are heightened. So wait until you are in a more settled and calm emotional state to listen to your gut. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions completely, anyway. And then I also drew signs from above. So I also feel like you'll be seeing a lot of synchronicities when you're on the right track. Like a lot. like right now. Even, and I know you're super perceptive and sensitive to those things, so keep your eyes and your heart wide open to that. Don't make any decisions while you're in a heightened emotional state. Chill and listen to your gut. Because your instincts are right on. Yeah. The truth of it, though, not like when you're super upset or something like that. And also maybe not when you're super elated either, because that could be a false, not false, but like a screen. Your instincts will be correct when you're in a calm, stable. By stable, I mean kind of just chill state. I'm not implying anyone's unstable. I just mean when you're feeling super chill, tap into what your gut says.
I was like, I'm pretty sure she's picking up. She said neutral. I was like, she's picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I love it. All right. You good, Jess?
Yeah.
All right.
I just didn't want her to get the wrong idea of what I was trying to say.
Of course not. Yeah.
But the confirmation will show itself, like, probably immediately.
Already doing it. Yeah. Already happening with the deer thing. So off we go.
Oh, right. See that?
Okay. She just got a text from a neighbor about a baby deer.
Oh, no
baby deer.
And then she wrote, like, as you're talking. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. Lexi for Sophia.
All right. I'm going to butcher this woman's name, but she is the matriarch of her kingdom, the queen mother that embodies nurturing at its purest form. She sits in nature to remind us to nurture the hidden wounds we all carry deep inside. Oh gosh. Saranunia. Okay. Uwa teaches us that to be the mother of the kingdom, you must nurture yourself or you will repeat lessons more than needed. Fill your cup to fill those of others. Ask, how are you nurturing your relationships with others and yourself? The ancient wisdom passed down from the tree deity is the nature in our eternal mother. She will provide us with the seeds of abundance if we are willing to be in harmony with the natural cycles of the universe. There is always a reason to celebrate because nature is always in a cycle of rebirth. The Sarunia Ua keeps a special surprise up her caftan sleeve, giving a crooked grin that makes your heart flutter. If you receive this card, ask yourself, do you feel guilty for receiving pleasure? Step into nature and journal a celebration rampage where you celebrate all day, every little thing from maintaining your morning routine to making a new one. And then I got gratitude, just to top it off the gratitude rampage. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And namaste, bitches. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Dang. Namaste.
Namaste. I love that. One more for Sophia. And then Kate also asked for a reading. I would love to add Kate and have Kate be our last one after Candace, if you guys are all okay with that. And then we'll close off our readings for tonight because we've been on for about an hour. So I'm going to pull one right now for Sophia and then Candace and then Kate. And thank you all so much for being here and holding space with us. We appreciate it. Give us a like, a share, a follow. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Ursula created a dope virtual tip jar for us. If you guys are into that, we'd appreciate the love. Goes towards our bills. And we have all kinds of classes, events, groups, awesome things coming up. We have amazing services on our website. Ursula keeps our website beautiful. So if you haven't taken time to check it out. So much there. And all of our past soul blogs, which are incredible. That's listed here too. It's awesome. You can go right to our website /blog and it'll bring you to our archive of incredible content. So yes, thank you all so much. Okay, so Sophia and her new position. Oh, you got 2 as well. You got Wait and the Void together. Wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. And the void, stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic womb. just as you've released all of that worry, all that stress, you can release all the worry and hurt for your coworkers, for the things that, other people are going through. And you deserve this. You've worked really hard to have a bit of a waiting period. And though it's new, it's going to come easy to you and you're going to have a lot of confidence and it's going to give you space for that void, for all the seeds you're planting, for all the stuff you want to be doing. So when it comes to work right now, let it work for you, is what I'm hearing. And you have a lot of amazing skills and work is going to work for you, and enjoy that. So big love. And we're glad you're here, Sophia. And Beth also I'm going to go back to our comments, gave us some love in the comments that I wanted to highlight too. She said, thank you guys all so much. Such an amazing reminder. I'm going to get my feet in the earth and play with the fae. Eating nourishing foods, keeping my body healthy, witch doctor as fuck, and feel the support that's all around. With all the emojis, which is, if you know Beth, that's a lot of love. So I'm grateful for that. Beautiful. And Sophia was dropping beautiful comments. And next up is going to be Candace and then Kate. Perfect. Candace. There it is.
And I'm going last for her.
You're gonna go last for Candace?
This is our Mrs. Claus, aka Chucky. So she is incredible. She is my paranormal mama that I met on investigations, and her and her husband are they are the most amazing couple. They dress up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and they are they're just amazing people. I feel so lucky to have met them, and I'm so glad she is here. And she's even considering shadow twerk.
Ooh, we hope you come twerk with us.
Yeah, if anybody that wants to share with her in the comments about why they love shadow twerk, and because I try to describe it, but sometimes I always have a hard time. So I would love for somebody to share a little more with her about it.
It's like the best way I can describe it. It's like you get to face your own shit while laughing and being held by other people going through and facing their own shit. And it brings light of it and helps us all walk towards the light at the end of the tunnel a little better. None of it's the same. Everything's a little different. There's different tools that support different people. But at the end of the day, our connections come together and weave in the most magical ways. And I feel like we're able to transmute things so quickly because we have support and non-judgmental witnesses to what's going down. And it's just nice to have that hour a week. It's kind of like therapy where you talk about all the things going on and you get tools for it and you get to have fun and talk about weird cosmic shit. So it's just magic. And we hope you get to join us. So Ursula, would you like to kick it off for Candace?
Yes. So for Candace, I pulled from the Peace Warrior deck as well. And the card that came out for you, Candace, is the pages in between. Create the story you want to read. So I feel like that is, again, the color on the card is green. So that's all heart chakra and heart opening. And just remember that we all have the power to write our own stories, and our words and our thoughts are so powerful. So paying particular and close attention to those two and how maybe internally things are being created externally. And just a couple things from the book. Fill your daily life with things you are passionate about, moving from the to-do list to the ta-da list. What would you do if fear was not your guide? And sit and spend time with yourself to decide what you want to do each day. Take that power back.
I love that. To do, ta-da. I'm going to remember that one.
It's like the abracadabra card.
I know. It's lovely.
Should I go? I'll go. Okay. So I got, the first card I pulled was marriage. And that was right when Lexi was talking about you and Mr. Claus. I got squirrel, preparation. Get ready for big changes. I don't feel like this is changes inside your marriage, like between you two. I feel like it's changes for both of you because it says divine timing and safe travel. So I feel like as a couple, there's opportunities on very near horizon that are divinely timed, but that you will need preparation for, more internal, like,
She
as if,
commented that she's taken her power back.
yeah, like it's gonna be maybe something that you would not have done prior, but because you are doing that, there's a different decision that will be made. Like it's like a different you almost, but not different, but something feels very bold about what I'm talking about, even though I have no idea what I'm talking about exactly. Where you'll be traveling, I don't know if I feel like that's an actual place or like some state of mind, even, or state of relationship or something like that, but it is divinely timed. So don't be afraid of whatever change it is. Like, step up to it with courage because it's divine, and it will include your partner. It'll be something that you're doing together, which is exciting. I feel excitement behind it. So be bold, because you're protected by Saint Christopher here, and so that basically says to me that wherever you're going, you're safe. But it's gonna be different, but good. Change is the theme, it feels like, right? I feel that.
Oh yeah. New
Feels,
moon, baby, and retrograde. Big changes, big release. And this is a big retrograde.
yeah. It feels really good though, whatever these changes are, because I feel like with the marriage card, it's a team effort. Neither one of you will be left behind in this endeavor, whatever it may be. So
I love that because I literally admire their relationship and the way that they are a team and how they bring this balance to each other, yet are totally uniquely themselves. They just like help each other shine bright. It's that yin and yang energy. And this woman is gifted beyond beliefs in waking up. So I'm just getting tingles through that because
I feel like it's a big deal,
yeah, I
and
see.
that the marriage card is key because it's a combined, like a teamwork thing,
Mm.
and that's makes my heart feel really good. It just does. It feels good.
Aww. All right, for Candace. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique in nature, let yourself be seen. More of that. And the peony, they're most known for being so tight, 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 tight little buds. And then they slowly, slowly open and open and open and open and open. And just when you think they can't open anymore, they open even wider and they smell amazing. And this is happening for you to just step into your authenticity, to be truly who you are, to know you're loved and supported in all the ways, and to let yourself be curious about the things you were afraid to learn. Looks like there was some fear back in the day, and now there's an opportunity to like step in some shit and learn some new things and dance in some places you didn't get to before, and you deserve that. So just know wonderful things are coming. It's important to be a little brave with that. There can't be courage without fear. And let yourself be seen. You're beautiful. And last but not least, Lexi. And then we'll do Kate's reading. Kate, we still got you on the list.
So I got number 26, The Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. And look at what we got in there. We got a little fox in here. We got our animals. And it says, the creatures and mystical beings of the forest know that the meadow at the center of the woods is a safe space where one can truly relax and feel comforted. When you step into this luminous meadow, it's not uncommon to see animals such as deer curled up alongside sleeping bears, foxes and rabbits lounge side by side. Unicorns, fairies, and elves all gather in the mystic meadow. You feel relaxed, healthy, and clear. This card appears as a reminder to replenish your inner resources. It's time to renew your energy and make tending to your own needs a priority. Practice extreme self-care. Protect yourself from less than positive influences in your life. The message here is to take shelter, retreat into your home, or spend time in places and with people where you feel at home. Mend physical objects, organize your possessions, and heal relationships. There is the possibility of a huge spurt of energy in the future, but unless you take this time to create foundations and nourish yourself, you might be overwhelmed by it all and miss the opportunities available to you later. This card can also mean that blooming and expansion are at hand. Flowering success awaits you. Healing energy is growing and beautiful things are to come. The spirit of the mystic meadow says, draw nourishment from the wellspring inside you. Be a sanctuary for others. Go within and listen to the voice of your soul. Access your divine guidance. If you have been struggling or pushing, take time off, retreat, rest, and relax. Take a vacation or embark on a retreat. Get ready for that bloom, baby.
Mandy, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm just like, oh, it's so beautiful. And I said, it's so cool how like it's all synchronistic because we're in different places. I'm in one place in New Jersey, Ursula's in another, Jesse's 2-3 hours north of us in New Jersey, and Lexi's all the way up in Vermont right now. And it's just so cool how, you know, it all weaves together and it's beautiful. And we thank you all for being here and for joining us and for sending us a love. Give us a like, a share, a follow. Check out our classes, all of our cool things. Beth said good night. We're doing
Bye,
one
Beth.
good night, Beth. We love you. And we're going to do one more reading for Kate. And then we're going to close it on out for tonight. So thank you all so much again for being here with us in this beautiful new moon energy. For Kate, I want to go last on Kate because I get to hold space with Kate. That's what we do. If you guys haven't noticed, we like to, if we work with someone regularly or know what's going on or just talk to them that day or something, we like to go backwards and let everyone else go first and practice our skills. So that's what we're always doing with everybody. So I'd like to go last on Kate, if that's cool. Candace said, Beth said good night. Candace said she's blooming, baby. And Candace also said, well, come on up. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you all. So much love. Beautiful. Aww. Thank you, Candace. On to sweet, sweet Kate.
Does anyone else want to go first for Kate? Jess, yes or no?
I don't care.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll go second.
So the first card I drew is from the animal deck. I got Lizard. Dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. And then I got higher education. So, well, personally for me, sleep time, if I can't work something out in my conscious day before I go to bed, I say, figure it out while I'm asleep because I cannot anymore, you know? And I swear to you that a lot of times I wake up with a lot of clarity. So there's that aspect. But then if you are dreaming and remembering your dreams, pay attention to what you remember. Because it's all messages from our subconscious to our conscious, like all. Even visitations, I feel like, are messages. Okay, sorry. And I drew butterfly, transformation card. Get ready for a big breakthrough. And then, which is implying change again. And I always think about like how the butterfly is mush before it's beautiful. So if you're feeling like mush, you're turning into a butterfly. But then this is amazing because from a separate deck, my Avalon deck, I drew the butterfly again. And whenever that happens, it's like a double wham to pay attention. In this card, it just says beauty on it. And so I feel like it's doubling down on the transformation aspect, but also reminding you to pay attention to the simple beauty that's all around us all of the time, every day, everywhere. And a long, long, long time ago when I was a young child, I realized, and I say it to a lot of people to this day, if you allow smaller things to make you happy, you'll be happier a lot more often. So, if something as simple as a butterfly flying by can put a smile on your face, imagine how great you would feel when something big happens. You know what I mean? Like a perspective thing, maybe. Um, but the ending, the end result of all this will be beauty. But it's also already here somehow too. But I do feel like if you're confused, ask for help in the dream time, and maybe keep a notebook on your night table. Um, I feel like there's going to be some important messages coming through in dream time because of the higher education card. So there might be some key things that pop into your consciousness through paying attention to your subconscious, which talks to us when we dream.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that was like made sense, because, but
I made sense to me. I
okay.
think it's dope, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of Kate, but I'm sure she'll enjoy
And
that and understand
also
it.
opt out with the higher education is steady progress.
Yeah.
Not really expect to go from 0 to 1,000 overnight, and so give yourself credit for every single small victory that you come that you experience in a day, even if it's just waking up on time or whatever it is. Pay attention to your steady progress, because it's important. Give yourself credit where you deserve it, you know, and that has to do with the higher education as well. I feel like it all ties in together somehow.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Jesse. Who wants to go next? Ursula. She said, "I will." That makes total sense, Jess. Yeah, I knew it would.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Ursula, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so Kate, I pulled from my Black Moon Astrology Oracle
Also,
deck
pause.
for you.
Ursula just sounds like a magical angel right now. I think everybody could agree, right? You just came in
Aww.
very angelically, so I was like, we just have to pause and like think that. So continue.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Well, the picture on the card is actually an angel. Nanu, Mandy. So the card that came out of the Black Moon Astrology deck, Kate, is Virgo. And the message is, I analyze. So with Virgo energy, it can be a little bit tricky because it is like a detective, and it is very much the one that pays attention to all the small details, has things very organized at all times. And in an overdrive a little bit, there's a tendency to always want to be in control. But there's a little bit of a paradoxical energy here because it's an earth sign and it's what's called mutable, and that relates to adaptability. It's very, very much about the earth energy and breaking things down to their purest form. So in that analyzation of things, whatever the situation is, it's very important to stay in truth and purity in the analysis, but don't let it get into overdrive. So with Virgo in particular, a lot of times we can look to the opposite sign for more guidance and meaning, and that's Pisces. And the symbol for Pisces looks like a blue butterfly. So there's that transformation energy, and it really is the dynamic between control and letting go. And then I pulled another confirmation card from Ask Your Guides, and the card that came out is Risk. And Jessie May, the guides that this card taps into are our joy guides. So we can call on our team whenever things feel overwhelming. Joy guides in particular work brilliantly and beautifully and very quickly. So if you call on your joy guide team and just say, I need to notice more joy in my life, I'm feeling a little down about something, call on them and you will notice the little things that bring you joy in your day-to-day life. And also know that when you take a risk on something, there's usually great reward on the other side. So stick to your gut, don't overanalyze, and it's okay to let go a little bit, let go of control.
Beautiful. Lex, would you like to go next for Kate?
I would love to. So I got Oya, who is the Yoruban goddess of the weather, of powerful storms, tornadoes, lightnings, and fires, also meaning the wind warrior goddess, and also known as the great mother of witches. And she comes when you are needing some extra protection to maybe weather out a certain storm, a certain challenge, a certain, upheaval. And so the reminder here is that the storm will pass, and she is there to help you gather the pieces afterwards and help you start anew if needed, and to sometimes allow for that destruction to happen, right? Allow for that storm to come through and turn over what it needs to. So, and then you also got Wizard of the Woods, focus. And this wizard guidance comes to tell you that your wish is his command, and that your wish, your intent, there's true magic in the world, and that is your intentions. Your intentions are truly magical, and your intentions can create the direction of your thoughts. It can add power to your thoughts when you are, being intentional. And what you put your thoughts towards are what's going to come. So focus on, what are you telling yourself? What are you having more thoughts of? Challenge yourself to find the positive thought during the challenging situations. And this is really a card about developing your inner power, and guiding that focus on that light, finding what it is that you're really working towards, and focusing on that, and taking the one step at a time to reach that light, to reach that goal. So you also got inner peace is my bitch. Acceptance, better watch out. I'm coming for it next. So inner way.
All right, Kate, I loved all this for you. I think you know that. Dope. All of you. Thank you. She's laughing and said, thank you, Lexi. Yep. Inner peace is Kate's bitch now. All right. Last but not least, from the star seeds for Kate. What else does she need to know most tonight? Activated Earth. Power places, ley line. Trust where you're led. Time to truly, truly trust where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing. Ley line activation comes in when we're energetically healing the earth and the land, and we're strategically placed in very interesting, random places all of a sudden for a reason. And wherever you end up right now, you are meant to be connecting with that land to activate yourself, and to also be a conduit for healing energy into the earth and into the ley lines and the earth's electromagnetic field. And you're already doing that. You're well on your way, and you are very activated. So I hope that helps, and big love. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight on our Thursday night Sea Goddess Lives. Please give us a like, a share, a follow. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We have a beautiful website, seagoddesshealingarts.com. All of our classes, all of our events, our blog, all kinds of cool things are up there. If you enjoyed tonight and you want to show us some love, we got a virtual tip jar in our link. Go straight to all our Sea Goddess bills. And we have some wonderful announcements coming up. Sneak peek, if you're hanging on, we're going to Vermont the last week of July to teach at the Ohm Festival and vend there, and it's going to be great. And this week we'll be releasing it when we get our media kit, but I'm sure they're fine with us letting you know. We will be there, and so we're really excited about that. And we have wonderful classes, events, services. Please check us out, book some time with us, hop in a class or a soul circle. We'd love to hold soul space with you. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Go Jessie May.
Well, we have an online Facebook community, so if you want to pop in there and interact, that's great. It's a good place where everything gets piled into if you need a one-stop shop type thing, like me. Anyway, yeah. Find everything in there.
Jessie and Lexi are the managers in there, and they're there all the time, and they love it, and they're amazing, and I'm in there when I can be, and it's beautiful. And thank you for helping co-create that space. And then Kate also said, thanks, love it, love you all. And Amanda also said, much appreciation. Thank you for your readings and allowing me to sit in while holding this soul space. That is what it is here for, sister. And thank you all for holding all of us. And we're grateful to hold all of you. And we are wishing you all beautiful, beautiful evenings with angelic dreams and lots of deep rest and waking up feeling renewed tomorrow on this new moon. Big love. Thank you all.
Thank you for spending my birthday with me.
Happy birthday, Jessie. Bye.
Happy birthday.
Love
Thanks,
you.
everyone. Bye.